Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Jack, and you guys may also know me as Kimnetics, which is my YouTube channel name. In today's video, I'm going to talk about how I landed one of the highest paid graduate jobs in strategy consulting, and I'm going to break this video down into the 4 key factors that I think are really important when it comes to breaking into strategy consulting as a fresh grad. And hopefully I can provide you guys with some tips and tricks that you can use when you're applying for strategy consulting roles. So the 4 key factors that I'm going to talk about is NPCC, where N stands for networking, P stands for personal specification, C stands for case study skills, and the second C stands for communication, conversation skills, etc. Everything that I'm going to mention will be linked as timestamps below in the video descriptions, as well as in the comment section, so feel free to just navigate through the video if you want to. So before we start, because I feel like I haven't really introduced myself on my channel, let me just briefly give you an introduction. So my name is Jack. I was born in Korea, but I moved to China when I was really young, and basically I attended an international school there. And for university I came over to the UK, so I went to LSE for my bachelor's and for my master's degree, which I graduated from literally 3 months ago. So I started applying for strategy consulting internships and graduate jobs since the end of my second year. And I must have applied to maybe around like 50 or if not more strategy consulting firms across the 3 application cycles that I've been through. And I must have been to around a dozen applications, assessment centers, and final round interviews. But can you guys guess how many offers I got? I did not get any offers from any firms in my second year or my third year of university. And I know that some of you guys may be in the exact same position as me. You guys are being invited to first round, final round interviews. You guys are going to assessment centers, but ultimately you're not getting any offers, and you're wondering why you're not getting the offers and you don't know what you're doing wrong. And I know that can be extremely frustrating. I've been in the exact same position as you. However, I kept trying, and thanks to the 4 factors that I'm going to mention today, I was able to not only land an offer from one of the big 4 strategy consulting arms, but I also received a couple of other offers from boutique consulting firms, and I even made it past to the final round interview at McKinsey, which I think was an amazing experience, and it deserves probably a separate video of its own. So, now that you guys know that I'm just an ordinary hardworking student, not just a mega rich fool or die whose dad's friend is the CEO of McKinsey or Goldman Sachs, I really hope to motivate you guys and inspire you guys, and let you know that, even as an ordinary student, if you work hard enough, you can land an offer at a strategy consulting firm that you aspire to work for. So that was a rather long introduction, so let's just jump straight into the 4 key factors that I wanted to talk about today. So just to reiterate, the 4 factors were N, which is networking, P, personal specification, which is like CV, cover letter, etc. C, case study skills, and the second C being conversation skills. So let's jump straight into the first factor, which is networking. So first is networking, because networking is probably the first step that you need to take when you're applying to these strategy consulting firms. So according to Cambridge Dictionary, networking is the activity of meeting people that may be useful to you in your job in particular. And ultimately, being good at networking means being able to ask the right questions at the right time and build positive and genuine relationships with the people that you are trying to network with. So while a lot of you may be thinking, I already do networking, what is there to do more? I feel that a lot of you make a big mistake of thinking that networking equals to sending thousands of friend requests and message requests on LinkedIn. And then you get frustrated because no one ever replies to you. You've sent out 8,000 messages, but rarely anyone gets back to you. And you're wondering, what am I doing wrong? Am I sending the wrong messages? Why are they not responding to me? So now you'd be wondering, well then how am I going to improve my networking? So the first thing is ask smart questions. And what do I mean by that? Well, what I mean is don't ask generic questions like, what is consulting, or how much money do you make? What are the cultural values that are very important in your company? Because These kind of information, they're pretty much available online. So you can just Google, you can go to the company websites and look these up. Honestly, you don't want to waste that consultant's precious and possibly billable time by asking, I guess, generic questions which you can find an answer to online. So what I mean by smart questions is perhaps you can, so to give an example, you could ask about the specialty areas that this consulting firm focuses on. Perhaps they're a boutique consultancy. They specialize in TMT, they specialize in healthcare. Ask about the work that they do in the specific sectors. Or you could also ask about the consultant's day-to-day responsibilities or your day-to-day responsibilities when you join as a junior consultant. These kind of more firm-specific questions will really help you, when you go to the interviews, because it really tells the interviewer that, first of all, you did your background research, second of all, you were keen enough to talk to a consultant, and third of all, you really understand what your responsibilities are and what's expected of you if you were to work for this consulting firm. So asking smart questions that will be beneficial for you in your interviews, I think is really important. So network wisely and use it to your own advantage when it comes to interviews.